Hey, Mom and Dad, kids and adults love sandwiches, and sliced bologna makes a delicious, nutritious lunch. Oscar Mayer sliced bologna is made fresh every 4 hours, vacuum-packed in sanitary packaging, and shipped to your grocery store in refrigerated trucks. Whether for lunch, a school snack, or a family picnic, choose Oscar Mayer bologna today.
My bologna has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My bologna has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me what I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Practicality doesn't interest me. Love the life that I've got a pocket full of miracles, and with a pocket full of miracles, one little miracle a day is all I need. Gee, I guess when the sun doesn't shine. But with that pocket full of miracles, yes, with that pocket full of miracles, the world's the bright and shiny apple that's mine, all mine. I hear rain bells ringing, snap in the mid of May. I go around like there's snow around. I feel so good, it's Christmas every day. Lee, I've seen carousel, 3 hours I can tell, and I'm riding for free. So if you're down and out of miracles, I've got a pocket full of miracles, and there'll be miracles enough for you and me.
I hear sleigh bells ringing.
Smack in the middle of May, I go around like there's snow around.
I feel so good, it's Christmas every day.
Lee, I see carousels, 3 hours I can tell, and I'm riding for free.
I've got a pocket full of miracles.
But if I had to choose a miracle, my favorite miracle of all is you and me.
The makers of Johnson Wax products for home and industry present Fibber McGee and Molly, written by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie. There are certain people who simply won't admit that nature does anything right. And they are the kind who gild cattails and clip poodle dogs to look like anemic lions. Here's one of those people now as we meet Fibber McGee and Molly.
How much you charge me to paint this Christmas tree white?
Why do you want it white, McGee?
What do you mean, what I want it white? You got 100 trees in this lot you've painted white.
Yeah, and I think they're horrible. But some people like them that way.
Well, never mind the artistic comment, Fred. How much?
$10.
$10 to spray a little white paint on this half-pint tree? Who do you think you are, Rembrandt? Look, maybe you didn't understand. I want this tree painted white, not gold-plated.
$10.
You're a pirate, and I'll bet you made $200 already today.
You're a cheapskate, and I made $340.
You're a robber, and you want to sell half interest in the lot?
You're a stoop, and I wouldn't sell my mother half an interest.
You're a low-down, dirty, rotten... A dirty swindler. $10 to paint a little tree like that white. Well, the rat! Cheating people right and left, making $400 a day. The chiseler. I don't know whether to report him to the Office of Price Administration or make him a better offer for the half interest. Low down.
What's the matter, McGee? This time?
Oh, that guy, Fred Corrigan, that runs the Christmas tree lot at 14th and Oak. That dirty pine broker wanted to charge me $10 to paint our Christmas tree white.
That does seem a little high, dearie. But think of the work there is to it. Putting all those needles back on after the paint dries.
They don't take the needles off. They just spray the trees. Wish, wish, wish. That's all there is to it.
Well, if wishing will make it so, why don't you do it yourself?
Well, if it's a $10 job, I can't afford to pay myself that much. Besides, I haven't got a paint sprayer. So, hey, haven't we got a paint spray attachment on the vacuum cleaner? My gosh, I could have that tree painted white before you can say, doesn't that look awful?
Oh, now, McGee, please. I realize we need the house painted, but not on the inside. Let's leave the tree green.
Oh, you'll love a white one, Snooky. It's the modern thing. Nobody uses green trees anymore. They're outmoded.
You don't say. Well, tell me, Picasso, what color snow are people using this year? Chartreuse?
No kidding, Molly. White Christmas trees are all the rage.
They must be. They throw me into one. Look, sweetheart, just put the tree up and trim it. I love a green Christmas tree. Don't you? Oh, Alice.
Don't I what, Mrs. McGee?
Oh, look, Molly, I'll put it to Alice fair and square and let her give an opinion. Here's the preposition, kid. If you were going to have a Christmas tree, which would you rather have? A dusty, drab, dirty old green one? Or a bright, snappy, glistening white one?
Which, Alice?
Mistletoe.
Mistletoe? What an answer.
Jeepers, don't you like to hang a little bouquet of mistletoe, Mr. McGee?
He's too shy, Alice.
Well, I'm not shy. But what good is mistletoe? That's just poison ivy with berries.
We'll put some up, Alice, and you'll see who manages to spend most of his time loitering around beneath it. But honestly, dear, do you like a white Christmas tree?
I like 'em all, Mrs. McGee. I don't care if they're purple.
But honestly now, Alice, don't you really prefer a white Christmas tree?
I got awfully tired of them, Mr. McGee. When I was a little girl, my father gave us kids some little tiny paintbrushes and told us to paint a Christmas tree white.
Heavenly days. It must have taken you children a long time to paint a tree with little brushes. How long did it take you?
Oh, we never did get it finished. But it kept us off the streets till we were 18 years old. Well, I've got to wrap some presents. See you later.
Bright girl. How all that lovely brown hair can grow out of that solid bone, I'll never know.
McGee, there isn't a mean thought in Alice's head.
No, nor any other kind. Well, this isn't getting my tree sprayed.
Where did you leave the tree, dearie?
Go out front. I can attach the vacuum cleaner cord from the porch light. Now, let me see.
Come in. Oh, hello there, Dr. Gamble.
Hello, Molly. And how are you today, Pantry Punch?
Fine, Jumbo. You out spreading a little cheer? Telling your patients you're going to retire?
Oh, he's not going to retire for years yet, are you, Doctor?
My dear, I will retire on that day, far distant day, when I can write a personal check for $400 and not have the hired help at the Fourth National Bank burst into hysterical laughter.
Ah, go on, you old miser. You got that much buried under a loose rock in the chimney right now. Trouble with you is you got more affection for $1 than my wife has for a pound of butter. And that's a love match of the year, fatso.
You have no right to say that, McGee. Dr. Gamble does more private charity work than anybody in town.
Certainly. I'm a very noble character. When I walk down the street, flowers spring into bloom. Birds burst into song. And taxicabs honk twice before they try to kill me. Well, I've got to run along now. This is my busy season, you know.
I suppose the children keep you pretty busy around Christmas time, Doctor.
No, it's the grown-ups. This is the season when 200-pound men start climbing 49-cent stepladders to wire a dime store angel to the top of a $3 Christmas tree and wind up in a $500 plaster cast. Penny wise and compound fracture foolish.
Don't you want to stick around and watch me trim our Christmas tree, Doc? I'm painting it white.
You don't have to do that, Skipwit. When I put my gift for you under it, it'll turn white. Good night.
Ah, this doggone thing clogs up like a sentimental woman at a sad movie.
What seems to be the matter, dearie?
Well, this paint sprayer goes along all right for a minute, then it chokes up. And when it comes loose again, it throws a big blob of paint.
Pound it on the porch steps. Maybe that will loosen it up.
Oh, okay, I will.
Now try it.
Okay.
Heavenly days, McGee, you almost hit me with that.
Oh, sorry, kiddo. I didn't know it was loaded. Well, here we go. Dad, it did it again, clogged up.
Well, hurry up and get the job finished, McGee. It's colder than their fireman's lunch out here.
Well, you go on in the house if you want to. I can handle this all right.
No, I've got to stay out here and tell people who you are. They'll think you're a badly constructed snowman.
Ah, that does it. Well, I'll have this tree sprayed before you can say Jack Robinson.
Look, there goes Millicent walking her new Pekingese.
Personally, I wouldn't have one of them four-legged dust mops as a gift. Give me a man-sized dog. I ever tell you about the hunting dog I had once named Durante?
Durante?
Well, I'll never forget one time. We were walking through the woods, me and my dog, pipe over my shoulder, gun in my mouth.
What was that again?
A gun over my shoulder, pipe in my mouth. When all of a sudden Durante freezes. He's on point, nose quivering, tail out like a ramrod. 1 foot in the air. I raises my gun, walk slowly forward, and there, not 10 feet away, was a guy sitting on a stump.
That was quite a dog, McGee. Trained to flush game wardens, was he?
Oh, no, ma'am. I bawled the dog out, and then I was never so ashamed in all my life. It was the smartest thing he'd ever done.
Why?
Well, I got to talk to the guy, and you know what? His name was Pheasant. Henry W. Pheasant. Now, wasn't that wonderful, dear?
Yes, wonderful. You didn't shoot the game warden. Now, get busy with that paint before it freezes solid.
Huh? Oh, gee, it might at that. Well, back to work. Well, there she blows.
Oh, stopped up again, McGee?
Yeah, this doggone thing. I only got about a third of this tree sprayed.
You are getting more paint on yourself than you are on the tree, McGee.
Well, the wind keeps changing. They ought to make these paint sprayers with a weather vane on them. By George, if...
Oh, in the time you've taken to get this tree a dirty gray, Pet, I could have whitewashed the Tonto National Forest with a flit gun.
Well, doggone it, Come in.
Hello, folks.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wimple.
Well, hi, Wimp, old man. How's everything?
Oh, just peachy, Mr. McGee.
Well, you're looking very well, Mr. Wimple. Is your wife awake?
No, but Sweetie Face has been very busy with the new women's ambulance unit, Mrs. McGee.
The ambulance unit, eh?
Yes,
Is she a nurse or a driver, Wimple?
neither one, Mr. McGee. She holds up the ambulance while the other girls crawl under it and make repairs.
Well, your wife is very strong, isn't she, Mr. Wimple?
Oh, indeed she is. Why, do you know I've seen her tie a bow knot in a steel crowbar?
Gee, really?
Yes, sirree.
Wow.
I don't mind telling you, I had a terrible time getting it off, too. My neck was sore for weeks.
Well, there's one thing about your married life, Wimp. You never know what's coming next.
Yes, that's something to be thankful for, isn't it? But I really owe a lot to Sweetie Face.
Yeah?
She's made me what I am today.
Aw, and what is that?
Oh, come, let's not get clinical, Mrs. McGee.
Well, bring her over sometime, Wimp. I'll get a red-hot iron and we'll play hot potato.
Oh, I just can't get her to go out anywhere socially, Mr. McGee. She says she'd rather stay home with her artwork.
Artwork? Does she paint, too?
Oh, indeed she does. She did a wonderful painting of two moonshiners working down in the Kentucky hills.
Oh?
What did she call it?
A still life. I'll never forget the time I asked her to paint me.
And did she do it?
In a way she did, Mrs. McGee. She gave me a beautiful shellacking.
I suppose she was just being playful.
Of course, of course. She has a grand sense of humor. One day I said to her, "Sweetie Face, let's not play so rough." And she said, "All right, Wallace, let's play beanbag." And I said, "Oh, dandy." And then everything went black.
What happened?
My goodness, I never knew beans came in 100-pound bags. Well, good night.
Hey, we never offered Wimple any Christmas candy.
Well, it's probably just as well. One Sweetie Face in the family ought to be plenty. The poor fella.
Yeah, the way he gets pushed around, he must have come from a long line of wheelbarrows. But this isn't getting my tree sprayed. This is the best it's been yet. Look how white the tree is. Molly?
There's one question I'd like to ask you, McGee. Are you sure?
Well, don't bother me now, kiddo. I'm doing good. Hot dog. Ain't that getting beautiful? I finally got this spray gun working perfect.
I know, but look, McGee, I've been wanting to ask you.
Later, Tootsie. I'm just about finished. There we are. All done. And believe me, that's the whitest Christmas tree you'll ever see. Now, don't you admit this is a mighty perfect effect, baby?
Yes, if you like that sort of thing. Well, I'll go in and make some hot coffee, dearie. McGee,
Yeah?
whose Christmas tree is this on the front porch?
Oh, that's the one I bought this morning that I'm going to paint. What? Oh, my gosh. What tree did I paint?
The one that's been growing there in the yard all these years. Bring in the vacuum cleaner when you come.
If I ain't the dumbest guy that ever lived. A wise guy. A know-it-all. Can't tell one tree from another. I'm a saphead. I'm a brainless, incompetent, ham-handed, butter-fingered. Well, if I wasn't so stupid, I'd never let me sit here and insult myself either.
What's the matter, mister?
Ooh, I know that voice. Is that you, Teeny?
Sure it is, I betcha. What you sitting there with your head in your hands for, mister? Got a headache? Want me to get you some aspirin? Want me to?
Oh, no thanks, sis. Medicine won't touch the kind of headache I got. I just busted my ego in 4 places.
Gee, I'm sorry, mister. Oh boy, who did that?
Huh? Who did what?
Who painted that tree white? Gee, is that ever beautiful?
Yeah, you see, I got a little confused and... What did you say?
You're the nicest man in town, I betcha. You put your Christmas tree right out in the front yard where everyone can share it with you.
Well, I didn't exactly...
Gee, all the kids in the neighborhood are gonna love you for this, mister. Boy, I can hardly wait till you get it all lighted up.
Well, you can't, eh? I say you can't, eh?
Can't what?
Can't wait till all the lights are on it.
Gee, neither can I. And you know what, mister?
What?
When it's growing into the tree like that, it can't wobble and fall either. Our Christmas tree at home is always wobbly.
Well, lots of people make that mistake, sis. They don't stop to think if they got all lit up and then came into a warm room, they'd wobble a little too. I'll skip it. So, you think it looks all right out here in the front yard, huh?
Oh boy, I'll say. Now, all the children that haven't got a Christmas tree can come and see yours, can't they?
Yes, well, maybe I could get a lot of bags of candy and let the kids help themselves Christmas Eve, sis. Think they'll like that?
Gee, will they ever. And us kids will sing.
Sing what?
You know that song we sing every year for Christmas time? Oh, Christmas tree. Would you like to hear that now, mister?
Yes, I believe I would, sis.
Hey, Kenny, Johnny, Buddy, Randy, come here. He wants to hear it.
Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, the leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree.
What a wonderful bunch of kids. Going around the neighborhood with a 30-piece orchestra.
The role of Fibber McGee was portrayed by Terry Turner. Jane Toth played Molly McGee. Kevin West was Fred. Jeannie Calder played Alice. The insufferable Dr. Gamble was portrayed by Matt Madonna. Wallace Wimple was played by Renee Sandoval. Isabella Swain was Teeny. And I'm your announcer, Ralph Swain. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
I love Bosco, it's rich and chocolatey. Chocolate flavored Bosco is mighty good for me. Mama puts it in my milk for extra energy. Bosco gives me iron and sunshine vitamin D. Oh, I love Bosco, that's the drink for me.
One of nature's most perfect foods is milk, and you can make milk even more perfect for your children by adding Bosco Milk Amplifier. This nutritious chocolate-flavored syrup adds iron and vitamin D, increasing the food value and digestibility of milk. Bosco and milk build healthier bones, stronger muscles, and better teeth. Just 1 tablespoon of chocolatey Bosco per glass of warm milk will keep your kids warm this winter. And that's why children sing,
I love Bosco, it's rich and chocolatey. Chocolate flavored Bosco is mighty good for me. Mama puts it in my milk for extra energy. Bosco gives me iron and sunshine vitamin D. Oh, I love Bosco, that's the drink for me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Carlos Jimenez.
That snow is snowing, that wind is blowing, but I will weather the storm. Why do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love I can't remember a worse December. Just watch those icicles fall. What do I care if icicles fall? I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my gloves. Who needs an overcoat? I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, that flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. You know, last time we did pretty good. I don't know if anybody checked if we made it snow or not. I couldn't go out there, but let's try that again. You guys know this song? This is a classic. Let's do that again. Behind me, join me. Off with my overcoat, off with my glove. Who needs an overcoat? I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, that flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm.
Carlos Jimenez. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us for this performance of the Great Southwest Radio Theater Project. And now, the GSR cast and crew in alphabetical order. From Coolidge, Arizona, our sound effects man, Rod Gibson. From Casa Grande, young Hayden Herbert. And his dad, Mark Herbert. Also from Casa Grande, our jazz singer, Carlos Jimenez. And again from Casa Grande, Jeannie Calder. From Tempe, Matt Madonna. From Coolidge, Miss Danica Miller. From Mesa, Bethany Moore. From Casa Grande, Renee Sandoval. Also from Casa Grande, Keith Seaman. From Coolidge, my daughter, Isabella Swain. From Eloy, Janie Toth. From Casa Grande, Terry Turner. Also from Casa Grande, Kevin West. And I'm your announcer and director of this performance, Ralph Swain. You've been a wonderful studio audience. Thank you for tuning in, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah.